Hello everyone, my name is Sick and welcome back to another playthrough for the Resist campaign for ArmA 3. It is time for the third mission out of 5 I believe, and this time around we will go for a ambush which we will be a part of. And I think this is another part where we will, I could read this briefing or I could just go ahead into the game and have the people in the game do the briefing for us. So I'm just going to opt for that and I'm just going to continue on here. Firmness denotes the will to resist in relation to a single blow. Alright. I guess that single blow refers to the ambush.
I've got to hand it to you, Corporal. You have a talent for destruction.
Just pleased to be in one piece, sir. I mean, fuck. We just took a major strategic site from the Greenbacks. It's not as though they won't want it back.
No doubt. Our Canceros is probably having a shit fit about it as we speak.
You think these guys have some kind of plan?
No idea. Let's see if we can get ourselves some answers. Commander, go ahead with the sitrep. We're awaiting and accounted for.
Thank you, comrade. I'm afraid we do not have much time to acquaint ourselves. My name is Nicholas Dracon, leader of the Freedom and Independence Army in the south. Today, we are united in a common enemy. Several hours after the surprise attack on Stratus, an immediate escalation of operations against our friends in Kavala commenced. The terms of the Jerusalem ceasefire have been overturned, and once again, we are faced with a relentless and formidable adversary. Now, our attempt to assist you in your suicide mission was no spur-of-the-moment decision. Just north of here, a tank company has encircled the town of Chalkia, preventing the greater part of our forces from dispersing. If they cannot do so, we will have no chance of conducting an effective guerrilla campaign. Hence, the reason for our action. By responding to the loss of their airfield, the AAF will have to relinquish their stranglehold. We must, however, begin a staged withdrawal to Selano. The decision to stay and fight or not is yours. But make no mistake, the government Imperials has declared war on NATO, and our sacred duty to liberate Altus is no longer ours alone.
Fair point. I say we hang on till dark to make our escape. Meanwhile, perhaps we can settle a few scores.
I'm with you on that, sir.
Yeah, same.
Suppose you better count me in too then, Lieutenant.
See there, Commander? I think we all agree. What can we do to help?
Buy us time. Delay the AAF and supervise the defense of Selano. There's a drone online. We secured the terminal but lack the skills to use it. Lend us your expertise, and together we'll ensure the continued existence of our struggle.
Alright. So that's the briefing taken care of.
Coleridge, report. Are you in position?
Affirmative. I'm in some rundown old mill overlooking the road. Over.
Roger. Stay put. A recon detachment has just left Chalkia. Hold your fire and wait one. Out. Knight, this is Hughes. Message. Over. Send it, Staff Sergeant. I bypassed the weapons lock. UAV's online and good to go. Transmitting the live feed now. Over. Acknowledged. We're receiving. Maintain a holding pattern and stand by for target acquisition. Now, everyone,
the drone.
I want this by the numbers. The AAF is sending out a small platoon to test our strength. It's vital we punch above our weight and draw them into committing their armored assets. The plan is to stage an ambush and stall their advance. Goddard, come in. Are all the charges set?
Booyah, Lieutenant. They're rigged to blow. Over.
Right, well done, Private. Coleridge, do you read me? Over.
Loud and clear, sir. Looks like we're in business. I've got eyes on Lima Alpha Victors approaching from the north. How copy? Over.
I see them. Understood. Use your rangefinder and light those fuckers up. Hughes has the drone to take care of the rest. Remember, the bridge across the dry river bed's our final line. Radio Goddard if anything tries to cross. He'll detonate the explosives hidden underneath. It won't collapse, but I reckon the greenbacks will think twice before going any further. As soon as we've pissed on their parade, join Oakland in the off-road and make a break for it. Out.
Damn it, Knight. I hope you know what you're doing.
Alright, so let's try to blow this shit up. I've already put on the laser, so right now I'm lasering our target and I'm waiting for the drone to strike. Hopefully.
Heads up, you bastards!
They're firing at some... Oh, nice. Alright, there we go. That's number one. These guys are getting back in, so let's go for the armored vehicles first. They're firing at something. I guess that's our friendlies they're shooting at. Let's see, we could go for supports.
Lieutenant, it's Coleridge. I don't suppose you might give me a few pointers here. Over.
Okay, Corporal. Pay attention. The laser designator is a sophisticated bit of kit, but you still need to anticipate movements and allow for lead time. Hold your breath, squeeze the button down firmly, and make bloody well sure you're transmitting by checking the red beam icon on the system display. If all else fails, you have the element launcher as a last resort. Out.
Alright, so I think this thing is actually shooting at a drone that's coming around to fire another shot. I hope, because this thing usually takes a little bit of time and I'm always a little bit unsure if it's actually working or not, you know, because there's no real feedback of estimated time of arrival or anything like that, so usually I'm just kind of like lasering my target and hoping for the best there. At least he stood still, because sometimes I think they will continue on driving. I guess the AI driving behavior has changed a little bit in the last few builds, and that might be why we're seeing this guy stop now. And I actually saw one of the AI guys get out of the truck as well, which is interesting because they never really do that before, I think, or not as predictably as they perhaps should. You know, I saw a guy get out and get into the truck again. But yeah, and now I'm really wondering if there's anything coming around to actually blow this thing up. I mean, I'm still lasering the target, so that's not a problem. I can just have a look around. The truck is just standing there as well. A few guys on the road. And as long as I keep this thing stable, we should be okay, I think. Just trying to see if we can actually see the drone flying anywhere and taking a shot at this thing, but doesn't seem to be anything that I can see. Maybe try lasering it again? I don't know. Something must be going on here. What about if we look on the map? Do we see the drone anywhere? No. Right, so our task is to ambush the group and inflict as much damage as possible. Yeah. Guess we'll just have to wait a little bit. It was kind of cool though, because when I first blew up the APC in the rear of the convoy, I could actually see the missile coming in. So that was pretty cool. And that's the cool thing about ArmA, is like all of the munitions are simulated. So you can see, well, you can see all the missiles flying around and stuff like that. And if you pay attention, you could see like shells from tanks fly as well. Bullets sometimes, of course, with the tracers if they're visible. Otherwise, there's also one of the training modes, I believe, where you could see the arc of your bullets as they pass through materials and as they bounce around and stuff, and they lose velocity and they change color, or like at least the color of the arc changes to signify how much speed it still has, you know? And that's pretty cool. That's something that's really cool in ArmA. But this is one of the downsides of ArmA. It's just like waiting for shit to happen sometimes, and I have no idea what's going on. I guess not a whole lot is happening anymore. Let's see, this is 500 meters away. 530. I have a feeling that maybe it shot down the UAV. So you know what, I'm going to get rid of this thing. And I'm going to see if I can hit this thing manually, because waiting around is not my forte. Right, so we have 2 rounds of AT, we have some more stuff lying on the ground here. Let's have a look. These guys are just, they just got out, and they're just waiting on the road, so I guess, yeah, this will have to do. So if you see the cross at the top, that's 0.5, so that's 50 meters, the one is 100 meters. Etc, etc. So if this thing is really at 500 meters, we should aim at with the 5 over here at the bottom and hope for the best. Oh, nice!
That's payback Pennsylvanian style, assholes.
That thing then. Yes. All right, very good. I guess I can get rid
Got her
of
tonight. Kills confirmed.
the RPG now.
I hear you, Goddard. Better get the hell out of there. Coleridge, you too. Expedite.
Night,
Alright.
Wilco.
Cool.
We're Oscar Mike.
I guess that's the sound of the windmill turning. I thought it was like a radio with people chanting or something like that going on in the background. Like I did hear like sounds that
Coleridge, Oakland, be advised. The AAF have a heli inbound. Whatever you're doing, do it faster. Out.
Alright, let's go for a sprint. Yeah, I did hear sounds that I correlated with the windmill, but then I heard some sounds as well that I couldn't quite place, and I guess it was still the windmill as well. Yeah, I hear the fucking helicopter on our backs. Ooh, alright, we did just blow up the windmill I was in. Alright. Alright, cool. So we got a safe. That's good. More things just spawned in, I suppose, because the frame rate went down a little bit. I guess I have to be on the other side here. Yeah.
Shit, man, what took you so long?
Shut up and step on it, Oakland. We just mailed our mission statement.
No way.
Tell me this isn't happening.
No freaking way!
This is bad.
Sorta had you worried for a sec there, didn't I?
That was really fucked up. Really, really fucked up. I mean, that's the real strength of this campaign for ArmA. It's so well executed, you know, the scripted scenes and things like that. Of course, that is not something the AI could ever do. This is a scripted sequence for the helicopter. And it just looks fucking awesome, doesn't it? It's just like insane, the kind of thing that you can do in this game. I've never seen anything like that before or after playing for this mission. Ooh. Let's have a look at the body there. So I think he's probably not alone. Man, this new action system is really annoying me. Alright, so I guess he wasn't alone. Another 2 guys taken care of. I'm not going on the road anymore. I'm just going to go... Yeah, there's another road over here, I suppose. But I'm just going to stick between the buildings as much as I can and see if I can stay out of trouble for a while at least. Let's go the other way. Let's see if we can get an angle on top of this guy. Or do it like this, I suppose. Yeah. That's good, at least. I think I got hit there, but I don't really see any negative effects on my... or at least not in our character behavior. I don't notice any bad effects, like limping or bad aim or even like heavy breathing or anything like that, so...
I'm real sorry, brother.
Alright, so I guess Oakland's gone. Beyond saving.
Lieutenant Knight, this is Coleridge. The off-road's fucked and we lost Oakland. Over.
Oakland too.
Alright, pick up the pace and keep going on foot. Out.
Alright, so Selano is what we have to reach, and did it get assigned? Selano is way over here. So we have a bit of a way to go, basically. Doesn't really show us. So I'm just going to give myself a custom waypoint towards Selano there. And then... really? The custom waypoint doesn't show either? That's interesting. Alright, so it is practically straight to the south from here. I guess this direction. Oh yeah, now I see the actual waypoint. I must have overlooked it somehow. 2 kilometers and 100 meters on foot. Not as bad as it would seem by just looking at the map. And of course, this is probably not going to be an eventful, or it probably is going to be an eventful hike. Of course, I doubt any mission maker will make you walk 2 kilometers without anything happening to you. So that would be just bad mission design, really. That's just the most boring shit you can have a player do. You always want them continuing on and doing something, you know, something that keeps them busy or keeps them engaged.
Coleridge, Flash. CSAT forces are staging a major offensive on the airfield. Avoid contact and proceed towards Selano. We'll have to join up there. Do another tactical approach now. Because we can't hold...
Knight, words twice. Over. Knight, respond. Over.
Ooh. Oh, that is not good.
You have got to be shitting me.
That is not good. Yeah, okay. So, shit is about to go down. Alright, and my frame rate really took a dip here as well. So, you know what? Let me check some settings and, yeah. I'll be back in a second. Well, I did the best that I could do, and, you know, without affecting image quality too much. Frame rate is still pretty poor, however, and that's the problem with these heavily scripted scenarios. That's, I mean, they're really cool because you can do some really awesome shit with it, but overall, you know, that's the kind of thing that I'd like to avoid, because, well, it just cuts into the frame rate so much when you have a ton of scripts running on the background. And of course, all of these helicopters flying information and having a ton of AI and combat going around in the background, that is just going to eat up your frame a little bit. And that is always something a mission maker has to be aware of. Of course, you know, there is a limit to what computers can handle, and ArmA does not basically tell you what that limit is. They just allow you to go completely nuts in any scenario that you want, and then you end up having way too much stuff in your mission for the average computer to handle sometimes. You know, and you just kind of have to accept the fact that well, some missions are going to run like shit.
Does anybody copy? Over. We're at the old Punagakos farm, west of Trakia. Grid 215083. There is an entrance to the sewers here, which leads straight to Selano. Follow our lead. We'll secure safe passage. I am marking our position with yellow smoke now. Out.
Alright, that sounds like a better idea. Instead of going straight for the war zone over there. So I guess let's see, the sewer is optional. Go to the old farm. Let's assign this. And it's about 850 meters that way. So I think it is a good idea to divert away from all the paratroopers that drop in between me and Selano there, as well as, you know, getting out of the line of sight of all the helicopters and other shit that's going on, and moving in that general direction. So let's see if the sewers are any better, shall we? And I might as well, yeah, I might still run into stuff. I have 80 bullets, which will last me a long time, but I might as well reload and go for the full 200 magazine. That's a big explosion there. Don't see anybody though, that's good, but not sure for how long that's going to last, so I think I'll head over to that little wall there and then see if I can stick with rocks in the wall. Oh, the jet's coming in now too. That's pretty bad. I'm also running the 64 bits executable at the moment, by the way, which ooh, crap. I think I'm seeing an enemy vehicle moving there. But yeah, they released the 64 bits executable just a few days ago, and yeah, it has a lot of people excited. Some people might expect the frame rate to be much improved, but it has not, and that's actually something that developers talk about as well. It has some improvements in various areas. Frame rate, however, is pretty much exactly what it was before, so that's not exactly the wonder miracle that everybody's been hoping for in terms of stable frame rate in ArmA. You know, I'd love to have a stable 60 frames per second in this game. That would be absolutely incredible, but probably, most likely, that is never going to happen. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. They continue working on it, and it gets better and better over time. But then every once in a while you'll hit a scenario like this that's heavily scripted and frame rate just goes to shit again. And it's just, ooh, I'm very tired from all that crawling on the ground, which is as it should be. It's exactly what it should be. I think the vehicle just moved on. I don't really see it anymore. I guess it moved in that direction. Oh yeah, there it is. That's good to know. So I have nothing to use against it, so man, gunfire is going crazy off in the distance. It's like a near constant firing of all the weapons in the town, by the sound of it. Yeah, then I much prefer going this way. We'll have to deal with maybe a patrol or something like that, the occasional vehicle that we should be able to dodge. And then we'll go through a sewer and hopefully... Well, there's no sewer system in ArmA, right? So that's another scripted part, if you can actually see it. I think... because I played this campaign a long time ago, and then I saw an update for it at some point, and I think... When I first played it, there was no sewer, and then I read a patch note somewhere that there was going to be a sewer. So probably there's an actual sewer now that you can move through somehow. Not entirely sure how we pulled that off, but yeah, very curious to see what's going to happen there. frame rate has gone back up again as well, so I guess a few things got moved off the map, or some scripts got eliminated by now. Ooh, fuck. Oh, that is not good. Okay, you know what? Let's do a crouched run. And get a little bit of cover behind this rock over here, because I've got some incoming fire and I have no idea. Yeah, it's somewhere from the general area that I'm moving into, but other than that, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it looks very empty, but of course it's not, so... what are we going to do here? So normally I might stay put for a little while and observe for a few moments. And I'm going to observe for a few moments, but not as long as I normally would if I'm not recording, I think. I think there's a body over there, but I'm not entirely sure if it's actually... if it actually is a body. So let's grab our binoculars and have a look. That looks like a dead body that is not friendly. That is definitely a CSAT body, so... Oh, smoke cutouts. Oh, it's starting up again, I guess. That's pretty cool, actually. I wonder how he did that. I'd like to know. I don't see anything, so I'm just going to have to brave it and see if maybe I can use these walls to get closer. Get some cover, move from the very, very low cover to other parts of very low cover, but it's better than being out in the open. Still pretty clear. You know, these guys are never alone, so that one corpse on the road indicates to me that there's other people around, and that scares me a little bit because I have no idea where they are actually at, so... Thought for a moment there I saw a figure, but it was just a piece of wood. It's a little bit unsettling sometimes. Alright, I guess they moved off or something. I don't know. I mean, we had a couple of gunshots, but if they were still around, they should have seen us by now, and then... Okay, there's a second body there. Maybe what happened was that because we have friendlies over here, I guess maybe one of the friendlies shot one of these guys and one of the bullets passed by my head by accident as well. That might have been what happened. I don't know though, I'm not entirely sure. Ah, that's the radio on one of the corpses there. So I guess they know. It's interesting though, because it says Ian O'Connor. That doesn't make any sense. But that's cool though. I really like that kind of attention to detail. That's really, really incredible. Enter sewer. Okay, we get a pop-up. So, sewers provide a quick and surreptitious means of travel. In recent years they have been successfully exploited by FIA guerrillas. Approach a valid point of entry, open action menu. Select enter sewers, execute the action movement. Okay, yeah, I know how the action system works, just wasn't entirely sure how the sewer would actually work. Alright, so some heavy stuff being moved around. And we are in the sewer. Awesome. Like, wow. That is incredible. Do we have night vision? No. Do we have a flashlight? No. Well, I guess that means we're pretty much in the dark until we get to the end of it. Maybe I should have looted one of the corpses. Can I get back out? No. Okay, so I'm going to have to walk through the dark here. Maybe this was not such a good idea after all. Or... Ooh. Oh. What's going on? I feel like I kind of fell through the map here. Can't really see though. Yeah. Okay, so we're actually in water. Ah, okay. That's really interesting. I have no idea where we are at, and I think we're still moving along because I'm looking at the ceiling here and I'm just like hoping. Ooh. Can I actually go up for air, please? Can I do anything here? Come on. Feels like I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm definitely stuck. I don't know. Something is going wrong here. I guess this is the problem with the ArmA engine in general. Like, you can easily, very easily clip through things. Are we moving forward again? Yeah, okay. Okay, good. I'm moving forward again. Hopefully I'm still moving in the right direction though. This is interesting to say the least. But yeah, this is probably usually a pretty bad idea to rely on the physics engine in ArmA. Ooh, I hear sounds here. I think I have to keep looking up, because otherwise like the screen goes kind of dark a little bit, and I think I'm running out of air and I'm kind of drowning, so that's pretty cool that it's actually, you know, it's interesting to say the least that we have to swim through the sewer to get somewhere, but I really hope we don't have to do this for 700 meters or something, however far it is to get to Selano from here. Because that's going to take a very long time, it's not going to be very interesting. I certainly would have taken the top side if that is the case. Oh man, can we look on the map where we are? No, we can't even look at the map. Ooh, light. Alright. Oh god. Okay, this is going to screw me up quite badly by the looks of it. So depending on how I turn around, I can move through the map. Yeah, I've definitely fallen through the map, I believe. That's definitely not good. Or is there a... Yeah, I'm going down now. Yeah, because we are definitely swimming here. But I'm kind of stuck in the middle of all of this. So you know what? Screw this. I'm going to go for an autosave. Oh, fuck. Alright, so I guess we're back in this town. I suppose I will go ahead and loot an NVG from one of these corpses. NVG goggles, there we go. Thank you very much. Let's get his helmet as well for some head protection. And then just move on. Do the reload as well. You know what? I'm going to speed up time a little bit, because I'm not going to go through this entire field just with not a lot going on. I'm just going to do this until we get to, you know what? Until we see some helicopters again. Let's move south. Alright, the helicopters get that pretty soon. So you know what? I'm gonna keep going for a while like this. We should be able to get through with this. I mean, yeah, okay, so paratroopers are dropping now. And I'm just going to keep going in this direction. And I'm just going to fight my way through. I'm not going to go through the buggy sewers again. Right, a lot of paratroopers falling over in that direction. So I'm going to go along towards the right a little bit, where there's a few less, by the looks of it. Or even there's a vehicle over there. So I might be able to use the vehicle for a bit, even though that does make me very, very visible to the enemy. I don't know. Combat goes off right away, so that's interesting. I guess I landed right on top of Selano. I guess I'm going to have to check the map a little bit to get my... Ooh, yeah, okay. Forget the map for now. I've got contact somewhere. Where is it coming from? Don't see anything, so that is interesting.
Sergeant Kalanos to all friendly forces. Does anybody copy? Over. We're at the old Punagako spot, west of Trakia.
Alright.
Grid
Let's give myself a
215
waypoint now. I did not mean to do that, but... Right, 1.6 kilometers from here.
We'll secure safe passage. I am marking our position with yellow smoke now. Out.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that again. I'm just going to go straight for Selano, and I guess I'm going to try to make it over to that building first. It's still pretty silent, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Like, you see, they're seeing me, they're popping off a shell or two, and then they're just moving on or something. I don't know. Let's move into this little ditch over here. And then, yeah, stick to the cover as much as we can as we make our way closer towards Selano. Just drop a bomb over there. I think he did. Alright, we're getting closer and closer. Still no contact with any AI. So far so good. Now we've got contact. Actually, I should oh, yeah. See a guy running there. It's pretty far away though, by the looks of it. Probably 400 meters. Moving around to my flank, I'm not liking that one bit. I'm just see if I can move on, because we're at pretty far range. I don't think they're going to make a kill shot anytime soon. Can't really see where else to go though, so I'm just going to have to hurry over and see if I can reach that building before they really get in close and become more harmful to my existence in this world. So yeah, let's just go for a sprint and hope for the best here. That's cool. I need to crouch here. Alright, grab a rock for cover. Yeah, I can't see shit through the grass over here, so let's do I want to do a crouch sprint. Where are you at? I'm liking this cover a lot better than the little wall I was at before, so let's see if we can get these guys to go down. Where are you? Ooh, that's one guy down. Some sustained burst there. They're definitely at 300 meters, so I'm just going to keep zeroing in on that distance there. There's another guy around here somewhere, but he's probably in the foliage and I can't really see him for now. So let's see. I guess I can move over to that rock. And then that rock, and then the next rock, and so on, and so on, and so on. Still nothing going on. Oh, well, there's something going on, but I'm not seeing anything, so he's not seeing me, probably. That means I can move on. And see if I can get a little bit closer to a better source of cover, like that building over there. Yeah, I think he's just trying to suppress my old position, because I do hear bullets zipping over in this direction, but it's not really anywhere near where I am at the moment. So let's see if we can keep some bushes in between me and him. Oh yeah, okay, he's noticed me. Let's go for the crouch again, and I'm out of stamina too. It's pretty bad. Well, I guess I'm going for a prone in the grassy field, and hope that this is going to keep me out of sight, because it shouldn't. And it actually does as well. Like, a lot of people complain about AI seeing you through foliage and things, and well, that is true to some degree. I never think it is as bad as people make it out to be. And that's just down to the way AI perceives the world and the way that we perceive the world. Like, AI does not see this grass like we do. They just see it as kind of an overlay, and so one of these little bits of grass might be in our view, but it might not actually be there for the AI. They just see like a generic layer that's kind of like on top of the player, and maybe his backpack is sticking out above the grass, but in your view, that backpack is still covered, you know? Oh crap! Oh! Holy! That scared the shit out of me. Oh man. Were there only two here? Oh, I hope there are only two here. I have to. Alright. So far so good. Nope. Definitely not only one here. Ah, fuck. There's three guys just sitting there. Chilling. Waiting for me to pop my head up. And it almost got it. It almost worked. They almost got me there. Let's see if we can... yeah, okay. So we can get past those pellets. That's good at least. She's probably going to... Oh, crouch is actually okay. I figured I would have to be in like a high crouch or something, or like a low standing position, but I can actually see out of the wall and crouched and still fire as well, which is great. Ooh. Oh, hit. Another hit, I think. Yep, he's down. Excellent. Oh, and they threw a smoke as well. I guess that's the guy that I just shot that threw the smoke, because I did see him flinching and do what I think was an animation. That's the upside of carrying this MG with me, because you get to hit people at very long range, or much longer ranges than the regular assault rifles. This guy has a machine gun as well. I might be tempted, because now I have this magazine of 80 bullets. We have another magazine of 80 bullets and one that is 200, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this thing is full, this one is half full, this thing is half full, so we have about 360 bullets. That should see us through to the town. But maybe this guy is like, I have 6.5mm, this thing is 9.3, so it is definitely heavier. Let's, I think this is actually, yeah, this is a weapon from the DLC. Heavy gunner, yeah. I'm taking this because of the heavier caliber, I think. Actually, this might have been a bad idea, because I'm not really moving very fast at all right now. And going into the scope is pretty slow as well. So the heavier bullets should definitely help with hitting things at range and stuff, or at least doing a lot of damage. So you know what, maybe, goddammit, this new system of opening the doors and things like it requires an extra click, and I'm still not used to it. I have to find an angle in which I can put on a weapon here. Ooh, that is not the right button. You know what? No. I'm going, I can't even run with this thing, really. Or jog. I mean, I can't even jog with this thing, I can't sprint. I'm definitely not taking this weapon then. I need some mobility here, because I'm all alone, nobody to back me up. And this is definitely a thing, or a weapon, where you need people to back you up. Right, there we go. The character is very tired now. It's probably because he had too much weight from carrying the heavy machine gun. And this thing is heavy enough as it is, so... We're close, pretty close. We only have 1 more kilometer to go in 100 meters, but you know. Actually, that's not the button I wanted. I wanted to go into inventory. We have okay, yeah. So that's, I don't need to carry this. I'm going to throw that to the ground, because that is taking up way too much stamina for me. We don't need a chem light, even though it's pretty light. Is there anything else? Yeah, I do need a first aid kit. Alright, let's continue on like this. Definitely did not need to backpack with the weapon ammo for like a weapon that's only probably that specific MG we can only find once on this map. I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm definitely not going to carry that MG anywhere, so I'm not going to carry the ammo for it either, in case I might find something or another weapon like it in the future. I might do that for like assault rifles every once in a while, because assault rifle ammo is not that heavy, and it helps to have like already a pretty fresh supply of like, and if you already have 3 magazines for a different assault rifle than the one you're already carrying, then that's actually pretty useful. If you have to actually dump your weapon later on and replace it with an enemy weapon that might only have 1 magazine left. We're definitely getting close now. I see smoke up ahead, so we have to be careful. I think, yeah, I'm veering off the right. I'm staying crouched here for a second, because I don't want to get spotted out here in the open. I'm just going to see how far these walls get me towards the town. I do want to have some actual cover and not just some concealment. Concealment is okay, cover is better. don't see anything because of the high foliage, but ooh, yeah, there's a tank here. And I see a lot of tracers flying around. The tank is dead, which is good, but still a lot of action here. People throwing my smokes. I'm definitely not going straight ahead here. Let's see if we can get around along the right hand side. That would definitely be better. And there's a wall over here as well, so win-win, really. I can only see upsides to this. Alright, let's stick to the wall here. It's not aimed fire, or at least, yeah, it is probably aimed fire, but it's not directed at me, so I'm not too worried, but I do have to be careful, because if the firing is general direction, that does mean that they, of course, can spot me, and then what isn't directed fire right now, because it comes out, and that is, something, yeah, okay, we have enemy soldiers over the left side, that looks a bit. Yeah, we're in a firing line there, maybe. This could potentially be very nice. Alright, let me save, because I have one save. I'm going to use it because I'm very close. I'm very close, and I don't want to use or if I die now, I don't want to start over from the very beginning. So I don't see it as you know, you're using the one save that you have, so it's not really cheating. And I get some excellent flanking fire on these guys. Right. Let's wait for my weapon to stabilize a little bit. Yep. Two down. I think that's another guy. Yeah, there was. Alright, reload. There's a vehicle over there as well, but looks good. Yeah, damn it, that's an APC or something. But if they've got a few threats, let's move back from this ridge and get out of here before they see me. That was nice though, that was a very nice opportunity. Alright, and I have to stay in this dip in between a little bit, or as much as I can at least. Man, this sounds like fireworks going off right now. Sounds like mid-range firefights going on. Vehicle over there. Technical, but it looks a bit probably friendly. Which means that probably there's a few friendlies in that area as well. This is another good opportunity for me, but that guy's dead. Ooh, he's dead. Oh, yeah, okay, he's dead now. Oh, there's another guy left. Oh, that's the guy I probably missed. He's too concerned with the enemies in front of him to be worried about the enemies behind him. Guess he wasn't fully aware of us, but yeah. Alright, so that guy's dead. That entire ridge is now cleared, or that wall is cleared. This wall is cleared as well, and it does sound like fire is decreasing in the market. Alright, so there's friendlies over in that ridge line. They're firing at something over in this direction. Oh, there he is. Was a hit. Another hit, he's down. I guess there's something back there as well, but I'm probably not going to... I think... Oh yeah, there he is. Man, I wish... I think that's 400 meters, probably. Yeah, 450 probably, by the looks of it. If I... Judging by the last tracer, hitting this guy... It's not doing a lot though, because, well, damn it. Yeah, that was another hit. I saw him flinch there. Another flinch? Ah, and he's dead. Okay, there's another guy, but he's too low behind the wall, so I'm just going to... crap. Alright, he noticed me there. Yeah, it's too far away, so the bullet is losing too much speed, and that means that once it hits, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. No, it kind of just bounces off. And those are friendlies. Something is firing at them from the woods over here. Around there somewhere, by the looks of it. Right on top of the smoke. Look behind the foliage for us. Let's see if we can get in closer and maybe flank its position and take him out. Yeah, he's definitely very close now, because you can hear it by the fire of the gun. Or, yeah, you can hear it by the sound of the gun, basically. Wow. And then the world went very, very quiet all of a sudden. Except for over on the left flank, but I'm not too concerned about that. It's not my job to save everyone here. Oh, here's another one of those heavy machine guns. I thought I recognized that kind of a sound. But, yeah, I'm not here to save everybody's butt. I'm just here to make it to Selano, so that's what I'm going to do. I've done my part of clearing up most of this assault by myself for these guys, so these guys can handle the last few stragglers who are camping out behind the wall there. Or is this where I'm supposed to be, maybe? Because there are guys over here, and I think this is actually, yeah, this is the place that we took earlier. But let's see, tasks, Selano, get to Selano on foot. Yeah, I just have to go to the center of town, I think. So I'm just going to continue on here. Let the FIA handle the runs. Oh, okay. So a few steps, and that was all I needed to make it. There we go. Mission complete. Excellent. Alright. So, let's have a look at the debriefing screen. Holy shit. Wow. That was an insane amount of kills. So I killed a Strider HMG. This is all from the beginning. I probably killed a lot of guys that were still sitting in the truck back then. So, one Strider with an HMG, 2 squad leaders, 5 squad leaders, but this is probably like 5 squad leaders from the AAF, and then 2 squad leaders from CSAT, 2 team leaders, 1 other team leader, again, same thing, 3 marksmen, 2 grenadiers, 4 auto riflemen, 1 regular, 7 riflemen, I guess, a Samak transport, a sharpshooter, and 3 heavy gunners. Excellent. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video.